Welcome back to my stained glass channel. I'm Gary and I'm going to show you a really good way to copper foil these inside curves. A lot of times you get in the deep end, you get these little cracks and uh, you could try to fill them up, cover them, but there's a better way and I will explain. So here we have a table foil, not a table, this is a hand foiler. I always like to pull out a little bit just to get a clean piece going. So here's a rule of thumb. If you ever have a deep inside curve like this, what you want to do is start your foil, on that curve first. And the reason why, let me get some of this out, and I'll show you. You want to go ahead and, I'm having issues here. Pull it out further. It's always good to pull the foil out and let it kind of hang where you're working. And what I'm going to do is you put the foil down, you get it centered, all right? And you make sure it's down good. And as you foil in, you continue the areas around it. But here, what you want to do, you could actually cut this off to make it easier. If it's awkward, or just kind of wrap it up a little bit. I'm going to do it. Get it to a point like that. So what I'm getting at, you put a small piece toward the edge of this curve. And what that's going to do, it's going to allow this piece to move over a little bit. So when you burnish, and then actually push down with your thumb to get that curve, you want to come right in the deepest area and push that in first. What that's doing, there's claims that copper foil stretches. There may be a slight give to it, but in the sense of stretching like a rubber band, it really doesn't do that. It's more so reshaping. It has the ability to kind of move a little bit to where you push it. So I say reshaping. And what you do is you don't lock in this corner that's going to put a lot of pressure on this foil. That will prevent you from gaining more foil here to get that curve, because you're pulling the foil into this curve. And once you get that curve good, you see no cracks, then you can continue with the rest of your piece. See, knowing that you now don't need to worry about tugging the foil to get into that curve. This is a kind of a larger curve, so it's harder on really tight curves, and I'll show that too. But again, the reason why I point this out is because you want to avoid stretching, or not stretching, but tugging on the foil. Because, foil will reshape, and go into the deep curves without cracking. And the trick again is to not lock up the corners where the foil would normally kind of nudge over. It's a really helpful advice. And you can finish it off with burnishing. I like to put duct tape on my fingers, for these sharp points. But you could also, burnish whatever you got. I got a pen here. Just kind of burnish. And you don't have to go hard. You just want to kind of flatten it down. Right? And that's it. And there you have it. See, no cracks. Put it up close. No cracks. And nice and evenly spaced. Remember, when you foil, always do that. If you're having issues with cracking, always do that first. I mean, you could put down a little area just to place it for you, and do that. Push that in, and then follow up around with the rest of the piece. I hope that helped you today. If so, give me that thumbs up and comment below. Say, maybe you have another technique, but this as well, you could foil something like this without worrying about a crack right here. If you start, I mean, there are times when I would actually take a piece of foil off, and I know I'm going to have a problem on a deep inside curve. So what I'll do is I'll actually foil this. This is kind of awkward because it's a very deep inside curve. I'll get it started. I should be wearing my glasses. Center it. You do it from the look over technique. Just get it in place. You can tell I haven't foiled in a while. And then there's no rule that says you got to foil the whole piece in one step. So get it down good. Here, what I'm doing is I'm pushing with my thumb. I could feel this foil shifting here. Push it down. I could feel it, like little nudging going on. Get it down like that. And get the deep area where you know you're going to have an issue. Otherwise, well, you're not going to have issues anymore if you foil like this. And then finish up the edge like that, the rest of it. And from here, you got the hard stuff out of the way. You can nip this off and restart your piece, or follow this over here just to get it started on your next run. I have my glasses on. And then when you put the next piece of foil up, you can start it here. And yeah, I don't have my glasses. I can't see that well. I do have a little overlap, but you get the point. You get into the deep area first. You see? No splitting. And also, contrary to the belief that thinner foil, they say, this is a lot of folks say. I'm not saying they say, but thinner foil will stretch better. Well, what it's doing, it's more malleable. It gives a little bit more, but it will crack easier. So you're better off with a 1.5 mil foil. And again, do the inside curve first. Allow that foil to move in and capture that curve. All right? I hope you liked the video. If you didn't, hit me with the thumbs up, and if not, thumbs down, and well, we'll try to make it better for you. Take care and have a nice day.